you. All right, so this book that I have is John Maxwell, No Limits book. I started reading it last year, and it's interesting. I was working with the client who really like challenged me, and I'm thinking like, how can I find a better way to reach this person? I think I'm like falling behind. And then I was starting to feel a bit drained because I felt that I had been pouring so much and like nothing else was helping me to be able to reach the person I wanted to reach in a way in which I wanted to reach. So I was searching for what strategy can I use, or what bit of information that I can share to maybe help to encourage and inspire this person I was working with. And so long story short, I did a quick search and I realized that, yes, sometimes as trainers, as leaders, we do get tired in that journey. And one thing that we need to do is continue to feed ourselves, fill ourselves up so we are able to continue to help those whom God has placed around us to be able to help and to serve. And so I did a quick search, I don't know how I did the search, but I did a quick search on YouTube or somewhere. It's like how to pick yourself up when you're trying to encourage, I don't know, something. But anyhow, I landed on this John Maxwell book. And someone made a comment on how this book helped them to, put things in perspective and help them to work with those clients or people they were working with to try to change the situation, also reignite their own fire. And I thought, okay, let me find the book. So I went to one of the bookstores, and just so happened they had this book. It was just this one copy. And this was last year. I haven't seen this book anywhere else around. So I'm sure if you're in a crowd, you see the book, get it. It's a really good book. So I went through, the book, and I was just really feeling uplifted, inspired, encouraged. Like, yeah, he's speaking. He's saying what I'm looking for. And what I liked a lot about it, definitely the title, No Limits. And then at the end of each book, at the end of each chapter, let me see where it is. He has some questions that you can, ask yourself and have a moment of reflection and be able to just think about, what did I get out of this lesson? How can I do it? So I actually took the time to write it out. I found that to be very helpful, helping me to think through my thoughts and helping me to think through, what I learned so I can really begin to apply it. I don't like to just acquire information and not actually apply it. And so this was it. So like I said, this was just one of those books. And then I've read it all completely, finished last year. But then once I did, I said, I want to go back and study it. So I go back and I lost the book. I'm like, oh, where's the book? Where's the book? So I'm telling my kids, oh, I can't find my No Limits book. I need the book. So I ended up finding it hidden inside of another book. It was crazy. I didn't know I'd be like such a bookworm, but it's just a great way. I don't have a lot of mentors around me physically, like I did when I was working in the corporate America setting, where here I get just a lot of wisdom and reading. And yeah, I would talk to people when I can, but I'm just learning a lot this way. And we can really learn a lot through reading. And also, you can collaborate with others. Here, I like this statement because it really resonated a lot with me when I first read it, that nothing brings me greater joy than helping others grow and get better. And I was like, yeah, that's it. I really enjoy helping people to grow and get better. I feel like, it's that kid and you seem like, yeah, they're riding a bike for the first time after, getting on the seat and, falling over, find their stability. But then seeing them to be able to grow and develop and reaching their potential, it's very fulfilling. It touches my heart. And then knowing that I have so much information to share, I'm like, we're going to do this. I have to share it. I'm going to start sharing these books that's helping me to do it. And hopefully it can inspire you too. So that's why this whole one word for me is succeed, period. All right. So here, that was what he put on here is helping others grow and get better was something that, he liked a lot, and that's what it resonated. And then here, he's never read it. So he was having a conversation with someone about how people can grow their potential. And so this is what started the book. And then someone made a statement saying how they never read a book about capacity and how to reach it, and the other person didn't either. So then John Maxwell, and this book is by John Maxwell. I forgot to say it. So then John Maxwell went on to say that he wants to create a capacity challenge. And this is, if you grow in your awareness, develop your abilities, and make the right choices, you can reach your capacity. And in here, he gives you some different things that you can do to develop your abilities and then to make the right choices. He has several different choices that you can do, and capacity. But I think the biggest part of it that he highlighted a lot is awareness. So he put together this formula, and I love my formulas from back in school days, Awareness plus ability plus choices equal capacity. So as long as you are aware of your limitations, sometimes people are not even aware. That's why I like wearing like activity trackers. It helped me to stay aware of my movements throughout the day. My heart rate monitor helps me to stay aware of how intense my exercise session is. So awareness matters. Just pause and say, what are my blind spots, and what is it that I can do differently? And then ability, he goes through and talk about your abilities and making sure that you're improving in your areas of different abilities. And then choices. We all have choices to make. You can choose between good and evil. God gives us a choice. Right from wrong. You choose which one you're going to go. So we all have choices to make. And when we are aware, we're developing our abilities and we're making good choices, we're going to begin to see those positive changes in life begin to happen for us. So it's so important to be aware, especially in the area of growth, where you're trying to maximize your capabilities, you're trying to improve on your leadership skills. You want to impact your community, impact your family, leading your children, leading your husbands, your family, your wives, whatever. We need to stay aware in all aspects of our lives. And then here he was saying that if I don't always, so then there's this quote, and I heard this long ago when I was playing sports in high school. And he was saying, you probably heard this saying, if I've always done what I've always done, I always get what I've always gotten. That's it. And that's because a lot of times we're just not aware. We have habits that have been with us for a long time. We never knew any other way to do it. So that's what we do. We've always done the same thing. And then, there's a say, you keep doing the same thing, expecting different results. That's a sign of stupidity or something like that. But yeah, so here he was saying in this book that I want to help you to do something new and to get somewhere new. As we embark on this journey, I want to give you two thoughts, and I'll end on this. Change doesn't always have to be drastic to be effective. And I see this all the time, even with nutrition coaching and exercising. It doesn't have to be drastic to be effective. You don't have to torture yourself in the gym all day long. At least just get started. In the days you have more time, you can do it. But at least start. Go for a walk. March in place. 2 minutes, 5 minutes. Work it up. But as long as you're progressing toward the realization of that goal that you have in mind, you'll begin to make the changes, and you feel good about yourself and recognize that, hey, I had a successful day. I'm succeeding on this path of becoming a better version of me. All right, going on. I tell you, these books are just like all oozing out of me. I'm so happy to be able to share. I'm so happy to have this new phone I can share with you. Okay, so then number 2, he said, change is necessary for you to reach your capacity, which is true. We can't keep doing the same thing, expecting different results. We have to be willing to say, is this really working for me? Am I pleased with the results that I'm getting? Okay, so if not, what course correction am I going to take? So I think, like I said, it's just all about being aware and then, understanding that change doesn't have to be drastic. You don't have to spend the whole day in the gym. You don't have to buy a whole lot of home exercise equipment. Start with no equipment at all. If you need to have equipment, then, pull out one dumbbell. If you don't even want the dumbbell, get some bottles of water or something. So it doesn't have to be drastic. Just continue to progress. That progressive realization toward that goal or that ideal. It helps you to be successful. Then you know that you're succeeding on that journey. And then, like I said, just recognizing that if you've done it the same way, be open-minded and say that I'm willing to make a change, to try something different. I'm always changing my routines. I see that whatever I do when my sons are home from school, I can't do it when they are away from home. So it's just always this change, and we have to do that in life. Know how to make adjustments. Know when is too much or not enough. I realized that I wasn't doing my journaling like I need to, so I needed to make a change and say, okay, it's going to schedule right after I finish this other lesson. So now it's more intentional and it's scheduled. So just staying aware and recognizing, like I said, that change doesn't always have to be drastic. And then it is necessary in order for you to reach your goals. Here, it matters your choice, and the changes can be achieved much more quickly. So developing awareness is going to allow you, I'm talking too fast. Developing awareness is going to allow you to recognize the changes that will help you to blow the cap off of your limits, off your capacity. Be a no limits person. Think, how far can I go? What else can I do differently? Ignite that fire in you to say that, there's more to life than what I'm doing, and I want to go after it. And I am a successful person, and I will succeed with the help of God. And know that, hey, we got to put in the work. Faith without works is dead. That's another lesson I wanted to share. I was reading about Paul and the way he was working. It motivated me. I'm like, wow, get this done, get that done, execute. You got to put in the work. So here he was saying, okay, final statement. My hope is that by the time you finish with this book, your capacity will be much greater than ever imagined, and you will be on your way to living a no limits life. Yes, I am encouraging you to live a no limits life. I want you to succeed in life and recognize that being a success is not just at the end of that big major milestone. Break it down into smaller steps. Today, say, what can I do to be successful today? At the end of this day, I completed 1, 2, 3 tasks or one task to help me toward the realization of my goal of being a better parent, being a better employee, being a better boss, being the better version of me. I've taken care of myself. I did at least one thing toward that. You've done that, you're successful. Okay, so keep it up. Continue to succeed in life. If you enjoyed this video, let me know. I'd love to hear more from you. I have so many more books, so many more tips. I'm just ready to share, get it out there to you. Like I said, this book is so good. I mean, I highlight it, I underline it, I think about it, I apply it, I share it. You never know who's listening, so don't be afraid to share it with other people, okay? So, hugs, love, and blessings. Have a super fantastic day. If you're ready to work out, join me tomorrow morning, 5:30 a.m. GMT. FantasticHealth.com. That's my other site, the Fantastic Health YouTube channel. So that's my other YouTube channel. All the exercise stuff will be over there. And all of our succeed, inspiration, motivation stuff will be over here. Whoa, I'm dropping my tag. All right, have a lovely day. God bless you. Bye-bye.